So the plan was to start by first going over the sort of anatomy and basic terminology related to nerves and the brachial plexus. So, this is an anatomic dissection of a cadaver showing the nerves that make up the brachial plexus. So this is the location of where the lung would be. The neck is over here. This is the shoulder, and just moving from the neck towards the arm are all of those nerves that control the muscles in the arm and provide sensation back, ultimately through the spinal cord and then to the brain. And this is obviously a gross oversimplification, but the brain is connected to the spinal cord, and then within the spinal cord are nerves that then communicate with the muscles of the body to allow us to move throughout space and provide sensory feedback back to the brain. This is just a cartoon representation of a nerve interacting with a muscle. Nerves in many ways are like the conduit that runs throughout the walls of our house, the electrical conduit that runs throughout the walls of our homes. And when we look at a nerve, this is a microscopic representation of a nerve in cross section, and obviously a cartoon representation of that, showing that the nerve is made up of these cables, axons, that send signal to muscles and receive signal from sensory organs in the body. This is a cartoon representation of the brachial plexus that was produced by the Mayo Clinic that I find is it's a simplified representation that helps me when discussing with my patients where injuries might be within the brachial plexus and how that may be playing a role in what we're seeing. So generally, the upper portions of the brachial plexus from the C5 and C6 nerve roots control the shoulder and the elbow. C7 largely is responsible for elbow extension. C8 and T1 are then responsible for hand function. You can see that represented by the color coding here. So we try to keep it simple to better understand